What's up guys, it's Michael again. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a little unboxing video on a little soft wash kit that I just bought. I've been using these pumps for quite some time. Me working full-time in the wash business, I'm only have to replace them, like once a year or so. It's a very cheap setup. You don't have to have any knowledge. It's pretty much just a plug and play thing. You don't need to wire anything up. All you do is pretty much put your two fittings together and you're ready to rock and roll. Yes, there's better systems out here. I'm going to show you the option that I bought. I just buy the 5 gallon per minute pumps. They also have a 7 gallon per minute option. It's a little bit more expensive. I'm a super cheap person when it comes to equipment. I like to keep things super simple. When I first started roof cleaning, there wasn't really a lot of YouTube videos out there on explanations, so I'm going to go over some roof cleaning stuff, some dilutions and stuff like that I use personally to help some of y'all out, starting out, and some people that are already in the wash business already. So this system, I use it on roofs. I use it to do concrete, stucco buildings, for commercial stuff like that, and residential houses as well. Just so you can get your chemicals stronger than what the downstream injector on your pressure washer can do. I started out, I saw a bunch of videos on YouTube where there was guys saying, you could X-jet a roof and stuff like that, which I've done stuff like that. It can get super sketchy when you have a 5 gallon bucket or whatever, and you're on top of a roof with a pressure washer. And you have a 5 gallon bucket of bleach in your hand, and it's just not diluting enough. I mean, I see some people say that's what they do, but I've done it and I've gotten very poor results for it. So I'd recommend getting yourself a soft wash system if you're going to provide those certain services and do a quality job. So let's unbox this system. I'm going to talk about it. We're actually going to hook it up, and then we'll talk about some, how I do my roof cleaning and how I do, other jobs and stuff like that. So let's unbox this real quick. All right, so this is the box it came in. So let's open this bad boy up. All right. I got this from pressurewashing.com. I've ordered from them in the past. Got the invoice. Packaging really good. Make sure nothing gets messed up. I bought a little gun, a pressure for a soft wash gun, because my other one had a crack right here and it was leaking some chemicals. So this is a nice little gun to put on there. And this is the little system that I got. So let me pull this out. All right, y'all, so check this out. This is the box it comes in. Has 2 holes, so you have an inlet. You have an outlet, an on and off switch. Everything is already wired up, like I said, so you don't need to have any knowledge or anything like that. This is the pump right here. All right, we got our electrical right here, so check this out. Everything is already wired up. All you gotta do is put your positive and negative on the batteries. You got a fan. Like I said, you got the on and off switch, so it's ready to go. You got your pump in here. They have a 5 gallon a minute and they have a 7 gallon a minute option. This is the 5 gallon a minute. It works for me. Obviously the 7 gallon will do things a little bit quicker, and it'll put out some more chemicals, but this is what works for me. And let's go set this thing up. All right, so this is the trailer I'm working on today. We got 2 8 gallon a minutes. We got hose reel, a pressure hose reel, and a pressure hose reel. These operate the 2 pressure washers. That's the water source that fills up the water tank. We connect that to the house spigot or whatever. This is the soft wash machine I have. So this is the old box. We're gonna be taking this box out, and we're going to be installing this new box that I just ordered. So yeah, let's get to it. So this is super simple. Just took the top off. All we have to do is remove this, which is the inlet which sucks the water, and then remove this one, which goes up straight to the gun. This goes up to the hose reel, and it comes out the gun. So we're just gonna take both of these off, get that loose, and everything will be freed up. And then also we need to take both of these battery terminals off. All right, so I got everything out. Everything is disconnected. So, like I said, this is the outlet. This goes in the outlet side. These are all plastic fittings. Make sure you don't tighten these down too tight on the pump because these will crack. But anyways, this is the outlet. So this goes straight up to my hose reel. You hook your hose up to it, and it comes right up to these guns right here. This is all plastic stuff. You don't want to slam these on the ground because they're very fragile and they will break. Yep, so this is the outlet. This is the inlet. So this one will screw into this side right here. This is the inlet right there. So you'll put that in your drop tank of either your water source or your chemical solution. And then all you have to do is you grab these wires, hook them right up to your battery box, and pretty much you're ready to go. On or off switch. Get you one of these battery tenders so you can charge your battery. It just plugs right into a wall, and you just hook these right up to the battery. So let's install this real quick. Alright, so I got everything hooked up. I did pretty much everything hand tight because if you tighten them down so much, like I said before, this is all plastic so you can crack that stuff. Also went ahead and put some thread tape on there so you don't have a lot of leaks. So like I said, this one's going to go straight to your gun. And then this one's going to go either to a water tank, a bleach tank, or you can do a 50-50 mixture of water and bleach and just throw this one line in there. Right now I have mine hooked up. It's going to go to the top of my mixture. So this is a mixing valve, two-way valve. Sometimes they have 3 of them, so you can do soap as well. I don't even use soap, to be honest, with my soft wash system. So I just have my water, and then this one goes straight to bleach. So you got these 2 hoses right here, which would pretty much go to a, let me show you guys. So these 2 blue lines, I have 2 of them. Like I said, I put one in bleach and one in water. This is what's on the end of it. It's called a drop stick. Pretty much has a filter on the other side of it. So you just drop one in the water, and then you have this other one, which I rinse this pump out, so I have both of them in the water right now. I've flushed them both out with water when I'm finished with the job site. But I would go over to my bleach tank and I would drop this stick in there. So then right here on this mixing valve, I can, you know, this is full on water, or I can crank down the water if I wanted to. And then, so right now you got 5 and 5, which is a 50-50 mixture. I do a lot of roofs, I just do 50-50 mix, which will kill off all the algae. If you wanted to dial it down, you just turn your bleach down a little bit. So that's gonna be less bleach, more water. You know, if you wanted to turn your whole water off, then you got straight bleach. Obviously, if you wanted to turn this all the way off, you have full water. So it just makes things easier. If you didn't want to have a mixing valve, you can just drop this into either a straight bleach tank or a straight mixing tank if you wanted to batch mix everything up. So pretty much the same deal. You just have more control with this. I think I paid, you know, like $200 and some for that thing. I can't really remember. Like I said, I bought this whole system off of Pressure Tech a couple years ago. It's been doing me well. Like I said, I've only had to replace this, you know, once or twice. These are about $250 out the door. So you just go online and pick out your pump, and then you can add an extra $100. It'll have all the wiring with the on and off switch and the box and the fan built in there as well. So right now I got my battery charging. We're about to hook up these battery terminals, and we will spray some water out here and show you guys about how much pressure I'm getting out of it right now. We got everything hooked up. So this is on the fan tip on the gun. And then we'll switch it over to the 2-story tip. This is with the 2-story tip. See if we can get a video. So that's hitting the car. See if we can get it out to the street. I'd say that's about 40 feet or so. So it does a pretty good job. All right, y'all, so that's how you can get away with building a soft wash system pretty cheap. Those boxes are, like I said, about $250. The 7-gallon a minute is about $350. So all you need is that box. You need a battery. You need a drop stick, pressure gun, and some hose clamps, and that's really all you need to start out with. You can buy a hose reel and hook it up. You don't need to have the same exact one that I have. I think about a year or two ago, I paid about $1,500 to $2,000 for that whole system. But like I said, once those pumps go bad or any electrical goes bad, you can buy the whole thing or just part some things together for pretty cheap. Yes, there's other options. You got gas systems, you know, that can be $2,000, or you can buy like skid mounts that are, you know, $10,000, $20,000. Prices just keep going up. And I like to keep things super simple, super easy. You know, if I ever have helpers helping me on job sites, you flip a switch and spray, you're good to go. Like I said, I do have that chemical mixing setup that there's just 2 things on there. So that's super simple. That controls the water and the chemical. You don't absolutely need that. You can do batch mixing where you just get a chemical tank and you have 1 drop stick and you can kind of eyeball your chemicals. You can do like a 50-50 mixture in there or add more water, whatever you got to do on there. And just use that 1 tank for soft washing, which you'll probably waste a little bit more chemicals trying to figure out dilutions and stuff like that. But it's still doable because that's what I used to do before I bought that mixing valve. So anyways, like I said, I use that on roofs, stucco, driveway applications for putting chemicals on there that pressure washing, you know, pressure washers can only do but so strong of a chemical. So that's really about it. If y'all have any questions or any comments, please put them down below. Anybody needs help starting a service business, feel free to reach out to me. I'm putting my Instagram and email in the comment section below. So happy to help people start up a business and get out there and make some money. Please subscribe and like my channel. More videos to come.